Hi guys, join me as I draft and sew this beautiful Danshiki made with Asoke, and I use the Asoke making the fringe. If you've been interested, let's dive in. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into four, separating the front from the back. As you can see, it's going to be like a fitted Danshiki. I've gone ahead to take my horizontal measurement, my shoulder to my chest line, my shoulder to my underbust, shoulder to waist, shoulder to hips, and of course the full length. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking the neckline, that's the shoulder measurement, sorry, which is 8 inches. I'll draw it down to my chest line. Okay, then I will take the neckline. I took 4 inches by 2 inches, okay, for the front, then 4 inches by 1 inch for the back. Depends on your preference. So I've taken my shoulder slope. I'll take my mid arm sike. All right, the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be imputing her measurements. Her bust divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch seam allowance. You can take 2 inch. I'll do same for the under bust, for the hip, for the waist, and the full length. I'll be subtracting 1 inch from the hip measurement. Let's say the hip is 40 inches. That's divided by 4 is 10 inches plus 2 inch seam allowance. That's 12. So I'll be using 11. Okay, for the full length measurement. So I'll go ahead and join the points together. I'll draw my arm side. I'll come in by half an inch, okay, for the front, and I'll draw it like so. I'll draw my neckline as well for the front and for the back. Then I'll cut. Be sure to cut the front first before cutting the back so that you don't make mistakes. Okay. After cutting like so, I'm going to be slitting where I have the zip for my zipper allowance. Okay. Now this is a free gown, it's a danchiki gown. There is no need for that. Okay. There is no need for taking of that. So I'm cutting the front arm side now. We came in by half an inch. Then I'm going to be measuring where we are going to be having the slits. It's just little. I came down by, I think, 4.5 inches. Then I'll just make a slit. So these are my sleeves. I'm taught how to cut and draft a sleeve on this channel, so I'm not going to be repeating it here. I'll use this one to cut for the second sleeve as well. It's actually a short sleeve, it's not a long sleeve. If you have any questions, kindly let me know in the comment section. And we are running our online courses now. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. You could check my shorts for more details or my posts. So that's just it. Next thing we're going to be doing now, we are going to be working with the pockets, okay? I've gone ahead to draft the pockets. I've done it on my channel before, like I said. I've gone ahead to cut the facing for the back neckline. Then for the front neckline, we are going to use the ashoke to cut the facing. Now you're going to be working with your desired length, okay? Your desired length. You could take from your shoulder to your under bust or beyond that. Depends on your preference. Okay. So I'll be cutting two of these ashoke. But to get the desired neckline, as you see, we have to be joining two together. It's after joining we'll get the desired neckline, okay? So it's going to be something like this. I have to join together, then cut the neckline. In the sewing process, you're going to see how it's been done. Let's dive into the sewing process now. As you can see, all my things are ready, okay? So now we are going to be joining the ashoke together using 0.5 inch. I'll just place it, okay? I'll place it on this other one. You can use 0.5 or 0.3 inches or 2.5 inches, okay? So I'm joining together now. After joining, I am going to be taking the midpoint of it. I'll fold into two. I'll fold my front pattern into two as well, my front fashion fabric into two to get the desired neckline I want for the ashoke. I'll fold the ashoke into two as well. Then I'll place, as you can see, I'll place the fashion fabric on the ashoke and I'll cut. Okay, it's well understood like this. I'll just give it a good cut, okay? I'll cut and I'll take note of where I slit in the front, okay? I'll do same for the ashoke. Remember we slit the front. I just had to mark it so that I don't go beyond that. Very important, please. So I'll go ahead and cut. Now to stop your ashoke from fraying, you can as well put your scissors in fire then cut that place, or after cutting you just burn a little with your lighter so that it's not going to fray. However, we are going to see stitches, so it's not going to fray. So after said and done, I've turned the back of the fabric now facing the back of the ashoke. So when I stitch, when I flip it over, the front will face the front of the ashoke. The front of the ashoke will face the front of the fabric. Alright, hope I'm understood. So now I am going to be turning. I'm kind of cutting the excesses. I've turned. Be sure to give it a good press. And note, you can as well still use your hemming gum to stitch it round so when you iron it stays firm, okay? So I'll give it a good press. After which I am going to join the facing for the back. Now the facing is divided into two because the back is going to be having a zipper allowance. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be placing wrong sides on the right side. I will stitch it, okay? So when I turn, the right side will be facing the inner side, okay? The wrong side of the fabric, as you can see. So the next thing, I've gone ahead to serge the edge, very important. I'm going to stitch the ashoke down. Then at this point, I'll be stitching horizontally. That is where my fringe is going to start from, as you can see. Then I'll pull it. This place is very, I don't know what to say. You just have to do it gently and at your pace. Okay. So I'm stitching the ashoke now. I'll go ahead and join it like so. Okay. I'll do same for this place. I'll join the shoulders as well. I'll join it using 1/2 inch. Okay, after joining, I'll serge it. Very important. So now this is me trying to create the fringe effect. I'll just keep pulling. If you're not patient, you can't do this. You just have to do it at your pace, okay? I found it a bit difficult, so I had to use my picker to assist me in removing it, and it was just fine. As you pull, remember to stretch back. Okay, when you're done, you can as well comb your fringe. Now, why we had to sew horizontally is because that's where we want our fringe to stop, and you do not want your fringe to be uneven, okay? You want it to be well done and neat. Now, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using this ashoke now to turn for the sleeve, okay? Wrong side facing the shoulder, so when I flip, it will be right side facing the shoulder. What I do for this sleeve, I'll replicate for the other sleeve as well. So I've stitched it, as you can see. I'll turn it like so. You can give it a good press. Then I would flip it like so and stitch. It's very easy. I've done it for both sleeves now. What next I'll be doing, I'll be attaching the sleeve to the main body. Okay, get the mid of the sleeve and the shoulder line. I've done that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be doing, I am going to be inserting my zipper. I've actually done this in my channel before, so I'm not going to be repeating the process on how to insert a zipper. I'm done inserting my zipper. So I'm going to be fixing the pockets. Okay, I just came down from my waistline by 2 inches, then I'll attach it. Okay, I'll first of all attach the pockets. You can see now I'm taking my measurements very seriously, very important, please, so that you don't get irregular pockets. I'll be using 0.5 inch to attach like so. It's very understandable if you watch closely and carefully. Okay, I'll stitch it like that. I'll place the other one as well on it and stitch, as you can see. I'll stitch it first. Okay, after stitching is going to be like this, so I can stitch round, as you can see. What I do for this, I'll do for the other side. Okay, as you can see, I have stitched it. I've done the other side as well. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be hemming. After hemming, this is how it looks. I'll give it a good press and our danshiki is ready. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. To my subscribers, you rock. Kindly remember our online trainings I told you of. See you in my next video. Bye.